how to develop a sense of intuition where you know what to prioritize in your day. One of the first thing that helps you to open up your third eye and be intuitive is to open up your heart. It's a very interesting concept to know that your heart your heart chakra is fully open when you develop a capacity to love yourself. Sometimes we feel, oh, we're very loving, and our hearts are very open, but when you tune into the vibration of the heart, you actually realize the heart chakra is pretty close. And the reason for it is that we are loving for others, but there is a part of us who does not fully accept and love ourselves. Now, this concept of self love is not something that others can teach you. They can share about the ways that works for them, but not the way that would work for you. One of the way to really develop self-love is to understand all the voices that are within us. You know, um, the little one, your child self, who still is working through certain challenges from childhood, the teenage self who's rebelling, um, perhaps the wise woman within you, and also as aspects of you from the past lives. It's very important to develop that inner sense of listening to yourself and to the voices within you. And when you do that and allow yourself to be heard, then you can follow what is in alignment within you. And you can have a better sense of navigating the world from that intuitive sense, from the place of self-love where you know what is in alignment with me today, and how can I follow this flow of life within me and navigate all different parts of me and all the different needs at the same time. I want to give you an example of my experience today. So I went and got a haircut, and after my haircut, I was in my head, I was going through different things that I could do since I was already in the town. I live outside the town in the rural area. So I made a trip to the town, got a haircut, and I was like, oh, maybe I could go to the farm supply and get some soil and manure and plant more flowers in my garden. Or maybe I can go and run some errands. And I kept hearing no, and then the masculine energy and the intellectual mind would kick in and say, but we're already in the town, and if I get the soil, I can plant the flowers, I would have more flowers to harvest and make myself. But the answer was no, no way. Like, right now I don't want to do that. um, and in the past, and even sometimes right now, I would dismiss that answer. I would say, this doesn't make sense, therefore I'm going to do something that makes sense with my intellectual mind and with my masculine energy. But I honored that today. And as I left the town, there was still a part of me who, wanted to somehow interact with other people or with something outside of me, because I live in a very quiet area where I don't even see people as often unless I make plan or unless I do something outside my house. So as I was driving, there was this heart energy that came through, and it's like, how about going and saying hi to that neighbor that I've been wanting to meet but I haven't had a chance yet. I stopped by and had the most beautiful, nourishing experience with these two beautiful people who've been living here for a long time. And that experience helped me to open up my heart, shift my energy, come back to my center, and be more grounded, because I felt safe to connect with others. And that is the sense of intuition that I'm talking about. It's almost like a flow of life that comes through, and with deep listening and tuning into yourself in the present moment, you can make the decisions that are most aligned for you in your life. And to be able to do that and to hold a space for all those parts within us who have a voice, we need to love ourselves. We need to accept ourselves and know ourselves. We need to understand our own inner dynamic, and that comes through exploring your childhood, exploring your family system, even exploring and going back to the past lives to understand who you are and what you carry in your energy field. What is your story? And when we know ourselves, when we get to know our stories, we don't have to necessarily change it or even transform it. Rather than grow love for it, grow a deep understanding that allows us to listen to our inner voice. And that inner voice, whether it's your 5-year-old, whether it's your teenage self, whether it's your wise woman, has lots of wisdom to share and will take you to the places where you're able to have the most nourishing experience and receive what you need at the moment. So my invitation for you is that give it a try. When you wake up tomorrow, deeply listen to yourself. With each decision that you want to make, ask yourself, where do I want to be? Who do I want to become? And allow the answers to come without you filtering through it and trying to make sense of what is logical, what is practical. Self-love and patience are two attributes that would help you to cultivate deeper intuition and deeper level of self-love. Blessings to you and this journey.